Hello everybody, Burnedoutguy here, and welcome back to Foundry. Alright, last episode we got into the whole XenoCore thing. I did remove one whole section down here. We didn't need it, it's useless. And I also fixed the pump, or the pipe system. When this is done, you're going to see that it fills up a lot faster and more consistent. I discovered that pumps are very important. So if you want to go and make your systems work better, you might need to put a pump in front of your system. So all these other things, if I find over time aren't furnishing well in liquids, I'm just going to have to put a pump in the front of the system somewhere. And that should help with the flow of the liquids. That is a thing. So, but I don't know, these are also big pumps too, so when I'm doing small little sections like this, it really shouldn't matter, question mark, because these are well, yeah, they are pumps, so they shouldn't have a problem with that. Anyways, I digress. Today I think what we're going to get into is we're going to start setting up the rest of our little robots and then helping emptying our system out. Also planning out where we're going to put the second batch of robots, because we have the big robot assembler things that we got to put together, right? So we're going to finish off these robots here today. There's going to be a guarantee, so we'll do each one of these ones that we didn't do last time, and then we'll figure out where we're going to put the assembly for these things here. A little bit bigger than these, well, quite a bit bigger, but he'll be fine. He'll be fine. So let's figure out which ones we put down and which ones we got left. And then I'll figure out what order I want them all in and make more room, and we'll go from there. Okie dokie. So it looks like we left off on screen bots. And that would give us 13 of these left to do, if I'm not mistaken. I might have overcounted one by accident, but yeah, we got like 13 of these left to do. So we'll finish off the screen bots here. We got the plates and we got the glass. So the only thing left now is the chips, well, circuit board, sorry, and the polymer plates. So let's go do that. There we go. That's sending those off. So now we should be making the little screen bots here. Excellent. Most excellent. Then we shall go send them up. These are screen bots. Yeah, we'll do all those. I've unlocked the other ones, but we haven't put any of them down. I think we'll just stay with the small carriers here. I don't think we're going to need to bring a crazy amount of those up top. All right, so we'll check those ones off the list and we'll get to the next one. All right, so this one is going to be the operator bot. This one right here. So let us bring forth the materials: machine parts, electronic components, and circuit boards and polymer. All right, we got this. There we go. Now we just got to throw some exits on here. Perfect. And that is operator bots in a nutshell. And not very complicated. Once you get everything laid out and you have your bus here, everything just like flows in so nicely. Operator bots. Confirm it. The next bot we're going to do is the cleaning bot. Cleaning bot requires plates, polymer boards, machine parts, circuit boards, and energy cells. Pretty easy peasy. There we go. Now we have all of our belts in. I think it's the best way to start, and then after that you can put in your slopes, and then we just backtrack from there. So the first one was plates. There, the machine parts. We'll go the energy cells, circuit boards, and polymer boards. As long as you keep everything in order, it goes really good. And then you just take your slope ups. Bam, auto connect, auto connect, auto connect. And then all you have to do is replace these ones. And there's like no counting involved, no nothing. Just find what you want and go. There. Well, now we have all the materials sent over. We just got to plug them in and we're making the next one. There we go. And now we're making cleaning bots. Beautiful. And right now we're just sending them up to the station. We're not selling them or anything. So we'll have to store them up first and everything will back up and then we'll start to sell them. So by the time we're done all of these or whatever whatever ones we're going to get done today, we're just going to have them back up for now. So because we really don't need the money at the moment, right? So all right, next one. And we're going to go for the transport drone, I believe is the one. Yeah. So now we're gonna have to go get the hover engines, and the hover engines are upstairs, so that's kind of cool. But we'll start with the ones downstairs, and then we'll work our way upstairs. There we go. And now we're going to be making transport drones. That looks pretty good. Yeah, I like this. Very nice, very nice. Everything's gonna be very nice and clean, I think. All right, let's go set those ones up. Transport drone. Confirmage. Next one is going to be the planter drone. So pretty much all the same thing as the other one. We got 4. We got a hover engine from upstairs. Well, different parts, but same setup. There we go. Now we got planter bots being made. Just so easy. And then another one done. Off to the station you go. All right, so the next one we're going to be doing is mining bots. These little mining drones, these ones right here. There we go. Now we're going to be making mining bots. Oh yeah. Good stuff, good stuff. Should come out there any second now. It looks a little slower to make these ones. There we go. And off those ones go. Now we're going to make the maintenance drone. That one requires 5 things. And now we're making maintenance drones. Good stuff, good stuff. Go program these. Perfect. Now we're going to do the old science bot. 5 products as well. It'll look pretty much all just like this one here. Now we're going to be making science bot. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, those things are all ready to go. So the next one we're going to do is the combat drone. So we're going to need 2 things from upstairs this time. There we go. Now we should be making combat drones. That's pretty cool. Looking pretty nice there, these little setups. They're nice and clean. Get really nice once I decorate it all too and I get everything wrapped around there. It's gonna be pretty sweet. All right, we can go set up these combat drones. Done. Now we're gonna get into the aquatic ones. Aquatic hauling bot. No, actually we can't. What are we doing? Yeah, this is where actually we are done with the bots. Actually, it means we've got all of these done up here. Yeah, got all of those done. And now these ones, this is where we got to stop, because if you notice something, we haven't done yet. And I didn't realize it but Ignium fuel rods, man. These are all require Ignium fuel rods. Isn't that insane? So I guess that means that's gonna be like our next little project that we got to get into. That means I should have another room for another belt here. It means I'm gonna have to move these things forward a little bit, but that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, it'd be like the last item that I could bring up here too. That's insane. All right. Okally dokally. So I think the plan is going to be that we're going to make all that stuff right here. And then we could just take it and send it on the production line and only feed these with it. We do have some ignium left over here. We have one little slot downstairs that we can access. So I think that's what we're going to do is we're going to go down here and we're going to mine that out and we'll prepare it and we'll bring it back. But before we go over there, since we're like here, we'll just get this area ready to go, right? So the first thing we're going to work on is making the canisters. These things here just require advanced machine parts and the steel beams. And we're also going to make the wire coil here at the same time. So that way we could just send both of these products around, and we should be able to have a kind of like a little closed loop here. So that is my goal. All right, so let's lay out some machines and try to make things look nice and pretty. All right, so now we got everything we need here. We're just gonna program these things here. These ones are going to be our fuel rod canisters. You're just going to be wire. There we go. So here is phase 1 of our little project. Now we just got to get the coils up and going, or not the coils, but the fluid transmove thingamabobbers here. All these called assemblers, fluid assemblers. So let's get those laid out. All right, everybody. This is pretty much what I think I got for a setup here. The only thing we're missing is the ignium powder. So we'll go over there and we'll set that up. But yeah, this is looking pretty good. Everything's going to come out here. Go back onto the production line upstairs. And then we should be able to finish these last 5 robots over here. So let us go over and get the ignium. And just to show you, everything kind of goes through the middle, like these two over here. They get separated, and the ignium is going to be on the outside. And each one of these is going to furnish one side each. Hopefully these will back up over time, and we'll go from there. Oh, create 1,000 mining drones. Beautiful. All right, so let's go prepare that ignium spot over there and start sending that stuff back here. All right, so here we're over at the ignium place. I got the 2 elevators placed in, our freight elevators. I won't put those in just yet, but we're gonna have them go through. It's 24 each a minute that they require. So on a 10 belt, it'd be 240. So that's more than enough what we're gonna supply here. And then the output is 120. 120 times 10 is 1200 per minute. And that would be both sides, so we're doing 2400 per minute here, so we should be fine. I'm going to separate those into 2, and then we will hook up 2 of these little things over here, and we'll go from there. There we go. Those will be ready to go, and then now we just got to go downstairs and prepare the bottom, and we should be getting ready to send those back to the other spot to make the ignium fuel rods. Nice. Oh, all come together to make 2 lines anyways. And once this elevator shaft gets built, they'll be transported to the top. So we'll go upstairs and we'll wait for them. There we go. Now that both are to the top here, we just got to connect them. And we should be making the ignium stuff, the ignium powder. There we go. Beautiful. Now those are getting loaded. Now what we'll do is we'll jump on here and we'll get a free ride home. Since, you know, why not? Okay. So at least the floor closes now, but they still don't have a door. Wonder why they don't have a door. But we're flying. We're getting a free ride, man. We're getting a free ride. Okay. Bye-bye. Where's the door, man? I guess it's just so that way you can escape anytime you wanted to, maybe. Like, but it's not like you're going outside, and it's not like these things are actually, you know, humans or anything. They don't need to breathe, so technically they don't really need a door. But yeah. Oh, realism would have been nice. Shit. And see, that's why you should get a door. Prevent idiots like me from falling out. Okay, so now we just gotta connect them here. The only thing I didn't do. That's too funny. All right, well, let's do that. These will go down. We'll start to feed the system. See actually how many of these get used. 60 each. Quite a bit. There we go. But now we got the fuel rods here. Well, that's good. That's good. Now we just got to go and bring them across. These will eventually all get warmed up, and yeah, I don't think it's going to get all the way down there. Oh, it's getting there though. They're going to back get more. Yeah, see, that's going to be the problem. Until like things back up anyways, right? Oh, it's too funny. Yeah, that's why I hope trains are going to be so much better. But I think the game plan is I'm going to take this occupied space that's right here, since we all technically need to go down to here, somewhere around here max, just to feed this system. So it'll be just to feed these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 last ones, and then it's going to stop. So I think that little gap in the bus here is pretty useful. So take advantage of it. There we go. I guess that's not too bad for a first batch. That's like 4,000 ignium powder delivered. I guess that's not too shabby. I guess it won't take long to back that up anyways, but okie dokie. I think we got enough of these stored that we can continue on with making our robots here. So we're going to start with the aquatic hauling bots. So let's get those going. Once these all come down here, we should all be making the new aquatic bots. Nice, the hauling ones. Beautiful. We'll go set those up so they go upstairs, up into the space. Aquatic hauling bot. There you go. You may go. All right, so let's start working on the last three. The last three are a little bit different. I'll show you why. So if we come here, we look at it. What do we see different? This damn portable light. Well, we're gonna have to make portable lights here first, and then send them down. These ones here require a drill. A mining drill. We got the mining drills right here. We'll have to send them down. And then the last one requires barrels. And the barrels are just plates. So that's pretty easy to do. So we'll get all these set up here now. We'll start by making the lights. Okay, I think this is gonna work. Yeah, we might have to like move things over just a little bit and respace things out, but I think I can make this work. There you go. That should be the next robot. Where's the damn, can't even remember. Marine exploration. All right. That's a mouthful. Marine exploration. This one right here. Let's go get the next one ready. All right. So for the next one, do we need a mining drill? So electronic components, machinery. All right. This is all pretty, all like right here. All right. There we go. Now these ones will exit here like we did to the other ones. Okay, so far this is pulls the note to the same thing. I didn't even have to move anything, so this is great. Let's put in all the inputs and we should be good to go. There we go. Now we should be making the hydro farming bots. These guys right here. Then we just got the one left to do, which is the hydro mining bots. Well, so this is going to be like another almost exact same setup. This one's just plates, even easier. Yeah, most excellent. We should be now making our hydro mining bots. Unless I screwed that up. I did. Oh no, I grabbed the wrong one. Why would you do that, Bog? Let me go correct my little mistake here. Now we're making the hydro mining bots. Alright, let's set these up. Hydro mining bot. Confirm. Off you go to the station. Nice. Wow, that was pretty good. That looks really nice. Even nicer when I get it all wrapped up there. But there you go. I think that's all the robots that we can do for today. Next episode, we'll probably get into making the next set of robots. Then we also have the blast furnaces that we still have to cover. That'll be probably after that. So yeah, but other than that, we're starting to look pretty nice over here, man. I'm liking all this little action. Looking good, looking good. That being said, I hope you enjoyed the episode, everybody. Like, subscribe, peace, take care. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.